It is a 7-point game. Boston starts with the basketball. Boston going the same way they began the game, with one exception. They've got a new center in the game. Nikola Vucevic has replaced Neemias Queta as the man in the middle. So far, so good for the Celtics, as that's a Sam Hauser three.
We just talked about how Boston drive and kick move that basketball. There's Vucevic out to Hauser, who knocks down his second three of the night.
Paul George, very slow in that first quarter, but he's picked it up ever since.
Yeah, you've got to keep him involved on the offensive end. He's going to do what he does on the defensive end, but got to make sure he touches that basketball offensively.
Dale, what do you read into the fact that Vucevic is on the floor instead of Queta? Three ball for Tatum.
It just stretches the floor for the Boston Celtics. Having a three-point threat at your center position forces Philadelphia to really come out, extend their defense, and then you can drive to the hole, where there's been so much congestion in the paint when you drive to the hole.
Minute into our second half, and we already have three made three-pointers combined. George misses it with 3 fouls. For Philadelphia, they have one man with 3 fouls. He's on the floor. It's Bona. George hangs in the air and spins it tightly off the window.
The spin he had on that basketball allowed it to hit the rim, sit there, and then fall through.
Studied English at Fresno State, did Paul George. Brown from the free throw line. One and done, rebounded Edgecombe. Edgecombe had 30 points a couple of days ago. He's gonna have to get going if he's gonna get there tonight. He's got 8 points.
Once again, he leads his team in rebounding.
Wow! George had White all on top of him and still splashes it.
6 of 10 now for Paul George after a slow start. 4 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Playoff P. Vucevic. Wide left, another rebound, Edgecombe. Oubre.
This place was going to explode had that one gone down.
Dale, looking at some numbers, interesting to see that Tatum does not have a rebound. Invincible is back with that first free throw. Now has the team lead in points. He's got 13. Next closest to him, Jason Tatum, has got 11.
Boston has only gone to the free throw line 4 times all night. It's been a physical contest.
George has been the story. He's got his uniform number and points already here in the third quarter. He has got Bona. Missed it from a foot away.
You've got to lay that in. You've got to come away with points on that out-of-bounds play.
Tatum wants it. Brown doesn't find him. Vucevic. White is in lockstep with Edgecombe right now. Another chance for VJ. Settles. Misses wide right.
Should have took the first one. He was 4 of 6 the other night on catch and shoot threes.
Great find by Tatum. Hauser can't convert. Blocked away. George feeling it.
Wow, Edgecombe hesitant to pull the trigger now.
Yeah, the hot hand is George. Not hesitating that time. Edgecombe back of the rim. Tatum. With the left hand, never used the right one bit.
Oh, wow. He knew Bona was going to come over late. Off the window. These guys in his bag on that play.
Maxi's been quiet here to begin our second half.
He has it. Nick Nurse talked about how he's got to continue to do that. Get aggressive, get downhill. Don't worry about setting up the other.
11 points for Tyrese Maxey, averaged 28 during the regular year. Vucevic had it knocked away by Oubre.
Hey, Oubre thought he got away with a foul right there. Did not realize that ball was still in play. Oh, my.
Maxey! Looking like Allen Iverson. Ask and you shall receive with Maxey. He'd been quiet, but no longer. He's got the last 5 for the local. It's been George and Maxey in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. And now Bona! By Bona. Neemias Queta back into the game. Started the game, did start the third quarter, but he's on the floor right now for Boston. Queta, pass didn't quite make it through. It'll be Philadelphia ball.
See the difference down three, so you change your coverage there and you get a turnover.
And miscommunication. Maxey. Big time shot. Get tired anytime soon.
No.
Led the league in minutes this year. Three ball. Edwards runs it down. Sixers can take the lead. Maxey. Oh!
AI on his feet.
12-0 run for the locals. Peyton Pritchard into the game. Little over halfway through our third quarter. Queta is fouled. That saved the Sacramento a number of years ago. He's found a home in Boston. 11 would be on Saturday. Remember, Boston has home. Sixers playing with Maxey, Edwards, Drummond, Oubre, and Edgecombe. Maxey, step back. Left it short because he stepped back. And a whistle stops. So, Boston feeling a little bit of desperation after losing at home on Tuesday.
They're going to have to win a game here in Philadelphia to win this series.
Tatum, a long one. Last touch.
More importantly, the officials didn't see it.
5 minutes to play, third quarter. And a steal. Look at Maxey fly. He was hoping for a foul that never came.
Great transition D by Walsh to ward off that layup.
Tatum had his pocket picked by Edwards. Ball stays with the Celtics, but a kick ball.
Enough lift on that ball to get it over the rim.
Game is slowed down a bit. Lefty three for Edwards. It was touched by Brown. Good closeout. Now Brown working on Edwards. Wow. Good stick-to-itiveness by Brown.
Whenever they think Brown has a mismatch, they're going to give him the ball, get out of the way, give him space. A couple of ball fakes there. Edwards by just enough, and Brown, gravity fadeaway, gets it to go.
Ooh, Maxey, hesitation dribble. Doesn't get him open. Shot clock's down to 5. They're going to let the 20-year-old go one-on-one. Oubre stays with Philadelphia. What's this? Oh, my goodness! Andre Drummond. Boston down by a point. And Brown hurt him. Scoring. Wow. You played with him.
He never missed a practice.
Wow. Oubre misses from 6 feet. Boston the lead of the ball. And Queta hits the deck and he's angry. Tina, winner of this game goes up 2-1 in the first 3 games in this 7-game series.
31 minutes for Maxey so far in this game.
Bona an offensive rebound, nowhere to go. Now Paul George lost it. Shireman into the game, picks up the loose ball. Jason Tatum back on the floor. Brown sits. Pritchard working on Bona. Nothing there. Here's Shireman. Probably earned this shot. He was the one who picked up the loose ball. Can't hit the 3. It's going to be Maxey, Grimes, Edgecombe, Bona, and George. 5 on the floor for the home team. Maxey, got it! That's a long 2 for Tyrese Maxey.
The Patience by Maxey while keeping his dribble alive until you call Vucevic up and you get an open look.
Maxey had 12 in the third quarter, has the first 2 here in the fourth quarter for Philadelphia. Jason Tatum sets up Vucevic. Big 3-ball for the veteran center.
Gets it right back. They're going to continue to get Vucevic in screen roll on this end of the floor. He's got to do his part to knock down open threes. That's 3 in the game so far.
George scoops it over to Bona, who is fouled from behind.
He's sitting on the scores table right now the entire time while Bona shoots these threes.
One of the most important people in the history of the NBA. Boston playing without Brown just for a spell. He'll play the lion's share this fourth quarter. Pass to no one in particular, stolen away by Edgecombe. Edgecombe soaring through the air.
Top of the telecast, we said Boston, one thing they can't do is turn the basketball over. That was their 15th turnover, and the 76ers have scored 18 points off them.
Shot clock's already down to 6. Tatum, Pritchard took his time. Grimes was ahead of the pack, and Edgecombe tried to get it to him, and he ends up traveling. That's a big story. No threes for Edgecombe. Tatum, wow! Grown man move.
And warded off the shot blocker without committing the offensive foul, and softly off the window.
That's what Maxey does.
He makes that shot look so easy.
Vucevic sets the screen, gets it back on the roll. Left-handed pass, too soft, stolen away.
That ball's got to go out to his left. Shireman was all alone behind the line.
Sixers down a pair.
Not anymore.
And now down a point. Jaylen Brown back into the game for the C's. This is Tatum, knocked away by Maxey. And a foul on Bona. With 5 remaining on the shot clock, and Drummond replaces him. Tatum, left-handed pass to Brown. Sixers the basketball in a 1-point lead. Maxey can go wherever he wants right now. Misses that 16-footer. And a foul's going to go against point second half. Step back 3. Drummond a rebound. May not get to 100 points for either side.
Yeah, the losing team in first 2 games did not score 100 points.
Touched but late. That'll be a goaltend.
Right now, scoring has become such a premium. Teams are going to take whatever they can get, whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Look at those hands by Brown. He's got White. Score the goal. That was. And what do we got? That's a crab dribble that went too far.
Yeah.
Together they call it tan. And it works. It's a beautiful thing. Brown. Oh my goodness. Wow. Surrounded by a phalanx of Sixers, and he still hit it.
Stopped on a dime, went back across the green, and got it to go off the window. Tough shot.
Halfway through our fourth quarter, and all of a sudden Philadelphia reeling. George talked about it. He's been quiet. Tough chance. Shot clock was winding down, and a run out. And a foul. Brown will go to the line. The NBA on Prime is. So even within 3 minutes.
Celtics, they've been there and done it. They're not going to panic. They're going to stay tied together, locked in as one, well-coached team, and tough-minded.
Drummond got fouled with the free throw line. It's gotten for Drummond, which is actually way better than it used to be. We're talking mid-40s when he was the Detroit Pistons.
This is where the 76ers miss Joel Embiid. Close games, you got to be able to knock down your free throws.
Tatum, one and done, rebounded by Maxey. Maxey leads both sides with 29 points. That's the number he finished with on Tuesday in the win in Boston. Fires it over to Drummond. Another one!
Makes a triple in front of the opponent's bench.
What type of guts does Maxey have to even give it to him?
Yeah.
White has not had a great offensive
And gets it to go.
found money for Philadelphia. Maxey! Oubre runs down the long shot. Oubre with the left hand.
He's not giving it up.
Offense has been sensational in the clutch. That's usually been their key to success. Vucevic in and out. Stays with Boston. Final 4 minutes. Brown. Oh my goodness. What a by as many as 10. Sixers have led by as many as 4. It has been tight throughout. Maxey. Blocked. White. Oh, he got it to
Both ends of the floor in his fourth quarter.
White does have 3 blocks in the game, but that one results in 2 for Maxey. Brown. All the way to the rim. Score the goal. Drummond touched it after it hit the window.
I think Jaylen Brown's going to pull up for 3, but did not.
Oubre, Drummond, Edgecombe. 5 on the floor for Philadelphia. Brown making life miserable for George. Drummond with 2 hands.
Vucevic overcommitted that time.
It's Tatum's turn. And he's bumped. Drummond got it. Tatum, if he makes one more. 2,999. And more importantly, a 1-possession game.
Trying to get Vucevic in screen roll again.
George finds Drummond. Back-to-back hammers. Andre Drummond.
The cold rim.
Neither side is in the bonus.
Oh, he's got to shoot it.
Didn't want it. Tatum. Big shot. Big shot for Tatum. Wow.
Rhythm dribble and splashes his 4th triple. Biggest one of the night.
Celtics win the race to 100. George off balance. Hit it off the window.
Are you?
Vucevic doesn't even look at the rim. Shot clock's at 7. The rookie Edgecombe on Tatum. Pritchard! Got it! He's a killer!
Big for Pritchard.
How does Philadelphia respond? Oubre missed from a foot, but he was fouled.